I am Dr. Chitra, Professor and Head EC Department. So now we are going to see about queuing discipline. We all know very well that is queuing discipline is to avoid the congestion we have this algorithm in the router. So traditionally we have first in first out algorithm. So the drawback of this FIFO is only one router have only one buffer. In that buffer, so packets which is arrived in different flows are make it as a queue. So due to that there is a possibility of overflow. To avoid this, so we go with different algorithm, that is a fair queuing algorithm. So in the fair queuing algorithm, the different fair queuing algorithm is possible. So in the first one, so instead of using one buffer, they have used the many buffer. So for each flow, so in each flow, so what are the packets arrived in the each flow? So in round robin method, each packets are processed and it will take it out. So this is the diagram which is see the difference between the FIFO and fair queuing model. So when you use the round robin method, instead of using one buffer, definitely we can avoid the congestion because we are splitting the packets in the different buffer. So this is one method. So the drawback of this is, that is, if the length of the packet is more, that processing of length of the packet will take more time. So instead of that, so instead of using at a time taking one packet, in bit by bit they are processing. So the algorithm which is used for bit round fair queuing is called it as processor sharing algorithm. This algorithm is implemented in bit round fair queuing model. So at a time if you take bit by bit, so in bit by bit process, so only we know very well the packets which have a lesser length is processed first and packet which have a longer length process are lost. So that's why they are using the bit round fair queuing to avoid the waiting of shortest packet length for a longer time. So these are the three different fair queuing model. So a traditional FIFO and the new one fair queuing and bit round fair queuing. This is the difference of these three. And finally, nowadays to avoid the greedy TCP congestion, they are using one more algorithm that is called generalized process sharing algorithm. In a generalized process sharing algorithm is implemented in weighted fair queuing. So in the weighted fair queuing, what they do is, which flow have a longer queue, they have given more weightage to that particular flow. So instead of taking one packet at a time or one bit at a time, we can take at a time 4 packet or 5 packet from the buffer and it can be processed in the router. So which flow have a higher length, so we can give the more weightage. Instead of taking one packet or one bit, we can take 4 bit that particular one. But the remaining flow, for example, if you have a lesser length, we can take in one packet at a time or one bit at a time. So these are the three different algorithms which is implemented in the router nowadays to avoid the congestion. So we have a different services, integrated services and differentiated services, and then a new network technology. In that technology we are implementing this. This is the application of this algorithm. Thank you.